he not get to the job.
What you mean?
That what I mean. He's a mayor football player.
Oh, so football player can?
Yeah, he not no politics. He not no politics. So I'll tell you that you must deal with the daughter you know that you didn't see before in your life.
Yeah, but the man served already for 6 years.
Oh man, I will tell you that. I'm telling you that. We are behind. We're not behind you. We are behind. We are behind Joseph Boakai.
Yeah, but say.
So on Thursday, March 16, Ambassador Joseph Boakai and a delegation of 4 persons boarded a Kenya Airways flight and landed in Accra, Ghana, an hour and a half later for his meeting with my financial backers. The trip was entirely paid for, a dime, ticket, accommodation by the people. In the meeting, which took place at the Marriott Hotel near Kotoka International Airport, meeting requested by Ambassador Boakai, he did something that would dramatically change the way I see him forever and ever. When he got into the meeting with the potential financiers, Ambassador Joseph Boakai used the opportunity to badmouth me to these financiers, saying some of the most negative things about my character to them. After telling me that he would commit to them, that he would make me his running mate.
The petition stretches that transparency and consists sustained engagement with students and university officials are essential to rebuilding.
So on Thursday, March 16, Ambassador Joseph Boakai and a delegation of 4 persons boarded a Kenya Airways flight and landed in Accra, Ghana, an hour and a half later for his meeting with my financial backers. The trip was entirely paid for, a dime, ticket, accommodation by the people. In the meeting, which took place at the Marriott Hotel near Kotoka International Airport, meeting requested by Ambassador Boakai,
to come to Liberia because people have put their cars on the table already to bring electricity. So we
just done that?
Yeah, I'm talking
about privatization.
No, I'm talking about privatization. What I'm talking about is that the country needs light and water. First of all, we identify people that can help bring light and water to our people. And I'm talking to people to bring light because these are the things that Liberia lacking. And to come to Liberia because people have put their cars on the table already to bring electricity. So we
just done that?
Yeah, I'm talking
about privatization.
No, I'm talking about privatization. What I'm talking about is that the country needs light and water. First of all, we identify people that can help bring light and water to our people. And I'm talking to people to bring light because these are the things that Liberia lacking. And to come to Liberia because people have put their cars on the table already to bring electricity. So we just done that? Yeah, I'm talking
about privatization.
No, I'm talking about privatization. What I'm talking about is that the country needs light and water. And to come to Liberia because people have put their cars on the table already to bring electricity. So we just done that?
They're giving the candidate there for them to wear before they can sleep. But let me say something to you. Hold on, let me say something to you. I said to you, every year they come with the same story. Just the other day, someone said that, when I was in the Senate, as the president of the Senate, Georgia did not put a hand up. My people, in a very soft tone. Yes, you are correct. You will not see my hand because every time I put it on, you will be sleeping. So how you see my hand? Mr. President, you will not be.
Wait, you said what's your name?
John, some calling from women community.
Yeah, so what you say about this election?
Thank you very much. I would prefer the paper to go.
Who is your paper?
JB.
Why?
Thank you very much because one father, the soccer that was taking in the country is not small thing.
The suffering?
Yeah, suffering. And secondly, when that paper win, we'll able to get a job.
How?
Thank you very much. Now the men that in power now, saying enter in the care. 6 years, there are no job. There are no job.
But who the cause?
who they cause, he not cater to the job.
What you mean?
From Monday to Friday, 9 to 11. Blaze Radio, they bring talk with the heaven. Ambassador KONAH RUFUS on the mic. For talking points, we go shine the light. Talking point for Blaze we day. 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. We talk the matter, no go hide, no go run. From Monrovia to every town, we get the one. Issues we matter, we go break them down. For the people, for the youth, for the whole town. Talking point for Blaze we day. 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and truth we bring. For Liberia, we go make you sing. Ambassador RUFUS is sabi the game. He bring the facts, no be for fame. From government talk to street side chats. Talking points, they give you all that. You fit calling, you fit talk your mind. For Blaze we listen, no one go blind. From policy to power, we go discuss. For Liberia's future, we all must trust. Talking point for Blaze we day. 92.7 online every day. Politics, news and
Okay, people, let me say good evening to you wherever you are.
tune in every night.
However you are joining us tonight.
Is where the real
I'd love to say welcome
Ambassador RUFUS, your voice,
to another fascinating edition of the Talking Point.
yeah.
It comes to you from Monday to Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Only on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM and Blaze Online TV.
Yo, talking point for Blaze.
My name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. I have to say welcome, people, wherever you are, however you are joining us. It is a pleasure to be on your radio and your television tonight. Yeah, what a pleasure way to be back on your radio and your television tonight. Those of you watching us online, I love to say good evening from Peaceville, and thanks for joining us tonight. Yes, it was a wonderful weekend, a wonderful weekend where there were lots of things that happened, lots of things after we left from here on Friday night. Lots of things happened over the weekend, but again we are back to continue to do the job we love doing and what we enjoy doing as well. So let me say thanks for joining us tonight. Those of you watching us online, it is a pleasure to have you with us. Like the main Lacho Nuo Bono is a good evening, Ambassador. I'm following the platform from Zina Hill Community in District 6, Montserrat County. Thanks for the update as usual. Thanks for joining us, Elijah Nuo Bono. Thanks for joining us every night as well to follow this show. So like what we've been saying, there are too many things that we need to talk about. Too many things. Like Friday we were here and we talked about the issue that has to do with the whole just thing, where the officer in charge of the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency have been accused. Okay, he's been accused. Let me say good evening to Isaiah Rufus. He's a good evening, brother. Thanks for joining us, Isaiah Rufus, there in Grand Bassa County. Yeah, my own big brother. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, every night it seems like the man's getting used to it right now. Every night joining us from Grand Bassa. It is a pleasure to have you with us tonight on the show. Yeah, so like we talk about Friday we were here. We talk about the issue that has to do with Vijera Beako, the officer in charge of the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency, where we called on the President Joseph Boakai. The first we called on him to either resign or recuse himself, or President Boakai can suspend or dismiss him. Why an investigation is ongoing about the allegation leveled against him. So the following day, it seems like he listened to us, right? It seems like the officer in charge listened, and the following day, he recused himself, for which the president acknowledged, and gave 48 hours for an investigation to be completed. as we are told, and when today comes to our end, the 48 hours will be completing. Yeah, from what we are told. So there are other allegations, other issues have been coming out about this whole issue of the drugs, and we are going to look at the just issue as well. Yes, we're going to look at it today. We're going to focus on it a little bit today as well. But maybe we're going to look at it from another trend, right? Yes, maybe we are going to look at it from another trend. But it promises to be fascinating, folks. It promises to be fascinating. That's something you just cannot afford to miss. So every one of you joining us, I'd love to say thanks for joining. Thanks for always joining us. It is a pleasure. We are excited that you are with us tonight on the show. It is a pleasure to have you with us on the show. So before we go further, let's inform you folks, those of you in Radio Land, you've been following, those of you following us online as well, maybe you've been following through our online radio or following live through our offline radio. That's 90.7 FM. The Blaze Cash giveaway is on. We just want to remind you about that. The Blaze Cash giveaway is on. So what you can do tonight is just to put in *79 and *9#. If you are a Lone Star Cell subscriber, *799 *9#. You dial that code. You follow the step. All right, where you *79 and *9, you play number 2 if you want to play with Liberian dollar currency, or 1 to play with USD currency. From there, the next option you put in is the number of ticket you want to put in, and you confirm with your mobile money password. If you do that, we're going to put up, as soon as we get 20 persons hitting the system, we'll pull up the first 11 winners. 11 winners going to be walking away with cash tonight, 10,000 Liberian dollars per ticket, 10,000 Liberian dollars. So you're going to have that opportunity, and you are playing with 50 LD, 50 Liberian dollars per ticket. All right, so you stand an opportunity to be one of our many winners. So remember, the more ticket you put in, the better your chances tonight. So we just thought to inform you about that. Those of you following us online, what you can do for us to recognize that you are with us, just tell us where you're watching us from, and we'll definitely recognize your presence with us tonight on the show, like the main Elijah Bono, Isaiah Rufus, joining us as well. We appreciate them a whole lot. Okay, so you can just do that for us. So yes, there are too many things that have been happening. Too many things that have been happening. But let we talk about the issue of these drugs, the issue of the drugs business. We're going to fully look at the drugs, right? We're going to look at this drugs thing. But we're going to look at it from different perspective. Yeah, from different perspective. And the first part of this show tonight, we're going to look at the role of civil society in this just fight. We're going to look at that. Especially the whole just burst issue. What is the role the civil society is playing in this thing? What's the role of the civil society organizations? What's the role of the Liberia Council of Judges? You know, it seems like Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow and I, maybe we are thinking the same way. Because on Saturday, let me say good evening to Aruna Kuboki. Thanks for joining us, Aruna. Thanks for joining us. On Saturday night, I thought of this as well. What is the role of the civil society organizations in Liberia? This whole issue of the just burst. What role are they playing in this just issue? What is the role of the opposition in the fight against just, in this whole just burst thing? What role the opposition is playing? what is the role of the Liberia Council of Churches, or let's say the Interreligious Council? All right, we're not just focused on the Council of Churches, but the Interreligious Council, including all of the religions in Liberia. What is their role? What are they saying? What are they doing? What steps are they taking in this whole issue of the quote-unquote just bust in our country? We're gonna look at that. Now, and the next part of this is also going to focus on the quote-unquote investigation. As you may be aware, the president's 48 hours should become to an end of day. What is expected? What do we expect? What action do we expect if Biako, the recused officer in charge of the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency, if he's found culpable? What action do we expect from the president, or should we expect from the president? What should we expect from the investigation per what that have been circulating on the social media? What should we expect? All right, so it's going to be in two folds. Yeah, it's going to be in two folds. So just relax yourself. Those of you finding us, those of you watching us online, I'd love to say thanks for joining us, but keep putting your transaction, $50 Liberian per ticket, *799 *9#. Remember, the more ticket you put in, the better your chances tonight to be one of our many winners here tonight. So, like I said, right, it seems that Senator Edwin Snow and I have been having a similar thought. Again, I listened to the Bomi County Senator, but before we do that, let's inform you that we have been getting report that the issue that has to do with the Guinea-Liberia border. You know, the other day, I think it was last week or week before last, we talked about this Guinea thing. We talked about this Guinea and Liberia border issue, where we were like calling on the government. What is happening? Why is it that the government is not speaking? The government is not giving us update as to how far the negotiation, the diplomatic channel the government is saying they've been taking. We talked about that. Why is it that the government is not informing the Liberian people as to the step they are taking, how far they are, and what they intend to do? And yesterday, we received the report that the Guinean soldiers were making an attempt to occupy the custom building of Liberia. They said that area is their property, is their land. That is part of their land. So definitely they want to claim it. For which we carry in a new, as we even spoke with some hours, this is there. But we are getting report that the situation is getting under control. No tension is there. What the people were expecting today, like the Guinean soldiers said they were going back today to clean the area. They cannot do that from what we are getting. Okay, so just to inform you about that. But we are also told that President Joseph Boakai, this is just part of the auditing segment. President Joseph Boakai had a high-level security meeting today on two things, from what we were told, on two things. One, the issue that has to do with the investigation of the drugs, the investigation of the drugs issue. That is one of the things we were told was one of the serious manner agenda item that the president and his security apparatus or leaders of the security sectors they were talking about today. And the next thing has to do with that Guinea-Liberia border saga. All right, the Guinea-Liberia border saga. We were also told that it was one of those were the two major things for which the president called for the meeting. The meeting should have been held yesterday from what we were told, But due to the urgent nature, so the president called for the meeting today, and the meeting was held. But as of now, we have not received as to or getting anything what are some of the G's, or some of the information coming from that high-level security meeting. Even if we were to be brief, if some of it are going to be so sensitive, we were not going to talk about that, right? We're not going to talk about it. But again, that is what we were told that's happening today. So yeah, folks, keep putting your transaction *799 *9#. Those of you just joining us online, we'd love to say thanks for joining us as well. So those of you watching us on Facebook, in the Facebook link right there, the online radio is there as well. So you just hit that link, it will take you to our online radio, and you'll get us live and clear through Blaze Online Radio, right? You get us live and clear through Blaze Online Radio. So the link is right in the subscription. That's the description area there. The description area there. The link is right in the description box. Now, let's go to our issues tonight. All right, let's go to our issues tonight. So you may be aware, last night Senator Edwin Snow and Bapolo County Senator Amara KONAH, Amara KONAH, they appeared on Spoon Talk in an interview, and they held almost 2 hours. You know, those two senators have been some of the people who have been raising this issue of the just calling for transparency. And we listen to Amara KONAH, who believe that, hey, listen, the president missed out on an opportunity to send a message out there to who be just got here. The president, he believes that the president missed out to even call for that for the 3 hours investigation, or let's say for the 8-hour investigation. A certain Biako recuser, he believed that that was not the best decision for the president. So he believed that, listen, the president did not do well. But the senator of Bomi County came out. He said lots of things. They really said lots of things. But one of the things that the senator said, for which I just thought of it on Saturday as well. I thought of that same thing on Saturday. I jot some things down for us to talk about it today. The senator just went with it as well. So that's the issue that has to do with the role of the civil society, the role of the opposition, and the role of the interreligious council. What role are those people or those group of people play in this issue that has to do with the drugs? And every one of us, you may be aware, right? This drugs thing, it has taken over the entire country. In fact, it is the major news now. When you go even on the international wire, Liberia is being discussed on international platforms about the issue of the recent drug bursts in our country. So all over, this thing that has to do with the drugs, everyone discussing it, everyone playing certain role. The ordinary people hearing some people talking about government should investigate government, and the people saying some things. Saying some things. People calling on the government to bring independent investigators. Other people believe that the government will go at the bottom of this. There's no need for independent people. They trust the government. Other people are doing that. Other people believe, let's say, the government playing their part as well. The government hands itself in the cookies jar and so forth. So everyone expressing their thought. But we have not been listening to a certain group of people. No, we have not been listening to a certain group of people. No. One of those group of people that Senator Edwin Snow said, the civil society organizations And I've been one of those people, right? I've been asking myself, what is the civil society organizations doing? What are they doing? What's their role in this whole issue of the justice? What's the role of the civil society organization? Why is it that I stand to be corrected? So maybe someone can correct me. Why is it that the civil society organization, why is it that they are mostly silent on this issue of the just burst? Why is it? I've even been following one other group called themselves, just forget their name, but for them, the only time we see statement from them, their statement always come up when they are defending a government official. I've not seen any statement coming from that group, something like independent group. Yeah, but we'll talk about that group another day. Yeah, we'll talk about that group because that's something we are still doing some research to know more about that group. But they call themselves, they say they are a civil society organization. We are still trying to know more about them. But I've been one of those people, like, what is happening to the civil society organizations? Why is it that they are not saying much? They are not doing much about this whole issue of the just bus in Liberia. Like we've been seeing all the years, we've been seeing proactive civil society organizations. We've been seeing proactive civil society organizations. Like what Senator Snow said, like during the administration of former President Eli Johnson Sirleaf, we saw civil society organizations being active. Even let's talk about the former President Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor, who was known to be that kind of military president. That kind of military president or militarized president. Civil society organizations were still speaking. Their voices were still being heard. They were still speaking on national issues. They were still making suggestions to government. They were still doing those things. We came down to former President Eli Johnson Sirleaf. They continue that same pattern. To George Weah, to a certain extent, they continue that same pattern. They were still speaking. We saw civil society organizations, the quote unquote of 15 billion or 16 billion, you may call it. They spoke about it. They were speaking out on national issues. They were not mentioning their words. But what is happening now? It seems that civil society organizations they are not speaking. They are silent. What's happening? And this is something that I'm yet to really understand. What's happening? We have lots of civil society organizations. Like in NGO, Women's Secretariat. We're not hearing from those groups. In fact, yesterday we spoke. Yeah, till Saturday. They even talk about that. They really spoke, but they spoke about the quote-unquote women issues, right? They are women group, so mostly they will talk about that, for which we appreciate. But why is it that the way they were speaking yesterday? Let me say good evening to Avin Bayo. Thanks for joining us, Avin. Thanks for joining us. This is flying from your most abandoned district, number 1 in Montserrat County, Carisbrooke. Thanks for joining us. But why is it that those people, civil society organizations, why is it that they are not speaking? For the council of churches, the Muslim council, why is we are not seeing the work of those people when it comes to the issue, especially the drugs thing, from the 19 million to the 370 million. What's happening? What is happening? The Interreligious Council. When will we get a word or a press statement or see, or maybe those people come to the public, maybe they are working on the ground, we ain't seeing it. They are working behind the scene. But yesterday, when they were speaking, we were seeing it. When they were working, we saw their work. Why is it today we are not seeing anything as such? It's alarming. Let me be real. Like one person again, let me give one person credit, right? The former president of the Liberia Council of Churches, Bishop Kotu Brown. Like, most often we carry we call his press conference and we carry in our news here, especially during the weekend. He speaks on national issues. The former president of the Liberia Council of Churches. He's a former president now. So he's not an authoritative official of the Liberia Council of Churches. No, he's not. So no one can tell us, well, he says Bishop Kodu Brown is one of the persons that usually speak. No. When he speaks as an individual. He does not speak for the Council of Churches, neither the Interreligious Council. But the Interreligious Council, including the Muslim Council and the Liberia Council of Churches, it seems that they are complicit. It seems that they are satisfied. It seems that they just feel nothing is happening in the country. What role are they playing in this thing that has to do with the just boss, in the fight against drugs? Even when you take microphone, right? When you take microphone to kids, people are speaking. Everyone is speaking on this thing that has to do with the drugs. People making recommendations to government. People are making recommendations to government. People making suggestions, telling the government what to do, what not to do. People expressing their thought, giving some advices. But you see, the Council of Churches, the Muslim Council, no, they're talking. What's happening? And this is getting scary. I must say that. It's getting scary. Because when that kind of national issue is happening, this kind of thing that has a propensity of destroying, that is already destroying the fabric of our country in such a huge burst. In the last 2 months, it's a huge burst that is even being discussed across the continent in other parts of the world on international wires. But yet, we have a group like the Interreligious Council. They cannot say a word. They are mute. They feel like nothing just happening at all. It is scary. It is absolutely scary. And someone say, Ambassador, sometimes these things happen because of the role these people play right now or sometimes they are playing. Everybody want to protect themselves. And so I try to agree with that. Listen, but on the other hand, speaking out, right, raising some issues doesn't mean that you hate the government. No. Making recommendations as an organization, as a group, doesn't mean that an individual in that group want to undermine the government or hate the government, or we lost their position for that. But sometimes this issue of sycophancy, this is one of the things that is destroying this country. This is one of the things. And this is where sometimes I even from are so Liberians. And there's no doubt there is no doubt that folks from the Liberia Council of Churches, like the other day I said, I think it was last year, I heard a show there, that I said it, and folks from the Interreligious Council, instead of them speaking on national issues, instead of them playing their role, they are known to be playing the role that they usually play. Instead of those groups playing those roles, right now most people, majority of their leaderships, members, they are only focused on holding positions in government. So when they have those positions, they care less about the role they should be playing as institution. And that is what exactly we are seeing coming from the Liberia Council of Churches and the Muslim Council. That's the reason why when a new government comes, the Council of Churches, the Muslim Council, everyone wants to be a board member. Everybody wants to be a board member. They want to be on various boards. So as a result of that, when a national issue is happening, they are afraid to speak out. Because they are afraid when they speak out, either they will make their employer vex, they will make folks from the government vex, and the person might try to get rid of them from the job. And they also now want to maybe praise the government when those national issues happen, especially when there are contradictions. They do not want to praise the government, then the public will lash at them. Then the public will know who really they are. So as a result of that, they'll just remain mute. So right now, the issue of the Liberia Council of Churches, the issue of the Muslim Council, those two groups have just become a board group. They are only formed right now, they're just in existence. So their members and leaders will occupy various boards. That's just the reason those two groups, they are in existence for. And this is bad for our country. This is bad. Because you know why? These people we're talking about here, they play a major role in the society. Some of you, the bishops, the pastors, the reverends, you have hundreds of people you control. Those people look up to you for when in this kind of national issues, this kind of national discussions. They want to hear from you. They want to hear from the Liberia Council of Churches. What's the role of the Liberia Council of Churches? Like the Christian community will be mostly looking to hear from the Liberia Council of Churches. What stand with the Liberia Council of Churches are played in such a national discussion. But no, you guys do not do that. What you focus on is how you want to preserve your board position. You want to preserve your board position. As a result of that, you care less. You just care less about the work you should be doing, forgetting that you have thousands of people, hundreds of people who look up to you in this kind of national discussions. And this is bad. This should stop. This should stop. This is not the Liberia Council of Churches that the Liberian people know. This is not that's the Muslim Council the Liberian people know. But there's too much job thing. Everybody want to preserve job. If you want to work, then leave the leadership of the Liberal Council of Churches. Leave the leadership of the Muslim Council. Focus on your job. Let different group of people that want to do the job, let them get there. But this issue of job in this country, we know, listen, oh my word, the Council of Churches, we know what your predecessors, we know what the role they play in this country. We know. We should start to talk about them. That even the former president Charles Taylor, that lots of people were afraid of. These people were still speaking out on national issues. They were still speaking out on national issues. It almost looked like right now the way we have our press freedom in this democracy right now. The national issues, there are issues nationally happening. Then the media, journalists are being afraid to speak, or journalists are just mute. They're not speaking truth to power. That's just how you guys are. You are not speaking out. That's just how it is. And this is wrong. This is bad leadership for your people. This is bad. And sometimes I just wonder, then what is the actual existence of the Liberal Council of Churches now? What's the actual existence? Because when we turn to the Christian community, ask those churches, ask those churches in Liberia, what is the impact of the Liberal Council of Churches on your church? Go ask those people, or on their life, those Christians, go ask them. Nobody will tell you anything. Then when it comes to national issues, you that should be leading the way, giving advices. That when the Liberal Council of Churches speak, or let's say the Interreligious Council, when they speak, so that the government will say, yes, this group of people that have spoken. Listen, the entire country, the majority of people in the entire country, they are divided into two, Muslim and Christian. Yeah. The entire country, majority of them, they are divided into two. If not 90 to 99%, but they are majority, they are divided into two, Muslim and Christians. They are. So just imagine how powerful those two groups are. The Liberal Council of Churches and the Muslim Council. Just imagine how powerful they are. And they are the heads of those two groups. The Muslim and Christian. Just imagine when those two, when the two groups who play their role and they speak to government, they speak on national issues. Because even if government does not want to listen, they will have to listen by all costs. If it is something that government should listen to. Even if opposition does not want to listen, they will listen by all costs. Because they know why? They know that those two groups, they are so powerful. When they speak to their people, that's people who listen. We know politicians now. They always want to play they want to play because they want to make you feel fun. They want to make you happy. They don't want when election time reach, so you tell people, say, don't vote for the person. But because we have the Interreligious Council, that is almost like completely dead. That's the kind of group we have, the Interreligious Council. That's completely dead. No one knows their actual reason of existence right now. Their benefit to the country. Nobody know their benefit to Liberia right now. Nobody know the actual benefit of the Liberal Council of Churches right now to this country. The Muslim Council, nobody know their benefit right now to this country. And this is bad. The only reason these things are happening because people want to preserve their position on variables for institutions. They're preserving their positions. So they believe when they speak out, maybe when they believe that the government is doing some things, it's not correct. When they speak out on it, then definitely the government, some people in the government will try to work against them to take their position from them. They'll take their position from them. People want to be board chairs. Want to be board members. I don't know, sir. If I'm one of those lawmakers who will propose law in this country, no member of the council, liberal council, or churches and the Muslim council should be on board should be on board in this country. Yeah, we make those recommendations. We make it no law. That's it. If you make it such a law, that's the time you'll see them scratching their veins. Because now you know that they're eating people talking about now. This is bad. Got bishops, pastors, they're just in the country, reverends, quiet, national issues happening, serious money happening. There are people looking up to them. Nobody can talk. Because they're afraid when they speak out, they will take their position from them. Get imam. National issues like this, they can't speak out. They can't call on the government. They can't even make recommendations to the government. They can't even speak to their people on this thing. And these are people who love the big titles. Reverend, Red Bishop. Some of you should be ashamed of the positions you hold at those institutions and those organizations. That's the same thing we have happening with other civil society organizations here. That's the same thing we see happening. They are quiet. That is wrong. It's bad. Folks, those of you just joining us, we'd like to say welcome to the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 98.7 FM. And tonight, we're talking about this issue that has to do with the quietness of civil society organization. And the second part of this, folks, has to do with the opposition. The CDC. The last person I heard on a press conference and spoke on this thing was Alexander Cummings. But the rest of the other opposition parties, what are they saying on the Justin? What are they saying? Their members just going on Facebook. They're just posting personal opinion on Facebook. What is the party saying on this thing? Or the opposition group? What as an opposition political party, what you guys are saying about this thing that has to do with the job? It seems that the opposition said they are not even serious. It seems they said they themselves they do not even care about this thing that's happening. You should be, as an opposition party, you should be putting your feet down, putting the government under pressure to do the right thing for your people that you claim that you love, you want to govern. But someone will say, oh, no, we want for the government to blame us. That's the excuses they can give us here. Or you shall hear them saying. That excuse, I do not see anything merit into that. As an opposition, it is your work. It is your responsibility. When things are not going on fine in the country, for you to put the government feet to the fire, for you to make recommendations to the government, if you choose to do that. It is your responsibility. Oh, you only one wait for 2029. Then you come to the library and say, vote me. Where were you when this thing was happening and you remain mute? You are not speaking to the library people, but you want for the library people to vote you come 2029. You want for people to say, oh yes, this group of opposition, they are serious group of people. They mean business. No. You do not mean no business. You mean no business. You only want the only business you mean just to win election 2029. The only thing you know about Labrambo, you concerned about them. It's 2029. That's the only thing concerned about the people. Election time. But in this kind of national issues, crisis, we're talking about more than 300 million jobs being burst. What am I about the 19 million? We're talking about that. Everyone mute. If the parties, all of those political parties, opposition political parties, they are mute. They are not speaking. But 2029, I tell them one country that Brembo say, vote me. You do not elect the people. When you elect the people in these times, the people will see it. The people will see what you're doing. The people say, are you speaking on their behalf? Yeah. No, but for you said no. You want to sit, you say, I'll wait for the government to fail. It said the government will fail, but it said, I don't want to be here responsible. When you speak, you will not be irresponsible. You just be telling the government what they are not doing. But you mute. You feel that you care less about the people. Now you're not in power now. So you care less about the people. That you want when election time reach, I tell you that you're concerned about the people. As an opposition party. And some of you in the opposition say, I know. Somebody else say, I'm looking at see what group of people say. Yeah, sorry, but I'll be blank. I'll be real with people. I'll be real with people. Imagine in this kind of serious thing, serious issue here. In this kind of serious national issue we're discussing, it have come almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. You can't even see one serious political party really putting the government feet to the fire on this thing. The only thing we'll see Memo X will come through the media and say, oh, that the person here, the person inside, the person go on Facebook, the person inside. You really think the Labrambo people get time for that thing you can be on? You really think the people want to see an opposition party, an opposition that will speak as a group, as a team, demanding some things from the government? But I just imagine if the media were going to be in existence. Yeah? Right now we're talking about the civil society organizations, they are mute. The council of churches, they are mute. They're quiet. They are very quiet. The Muslim council, they are very quiet. Imagine when the media was not going to be in existence, what's going to happen in the country? Just imagine that. Just imagine. Because the whole opposition, almost they're sleeping. They are sleeping completely. The Church Council of Church and the Muslim Council of Langon Empire, forget it. I think Langon Empire, the income already. For Langon Empire, it seems that the income already. I don't understand what happened to the other civil society organizations. I really know what happened to them. I really know if they'll wake up. So just imagine if the media was not going to be in existence and this kind of things happening. What's going to happen? Nobody going to know. Nobody going to speak. Nobody, the Labrambo are going to be in limbo. Nobody will speak on their behalf. Now, get a group of people who call themselves opposition political parties in this country. Anyway, maybe I think maybe the opposition try to tell us that the government doing everything the government do they agree with us. They can be pretending when they go on social media. They post and they don't want any people they want to get more followers to get comment and like. That's reason why they can go post more these things on social media. But it seems that they agree everything with the government. Folks, those of you just joining us, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the Talking Point. Star 799 star 9 hash. Keep putting your transaction. Increase your chances to be one of our many winners here tonight on the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. Keep putting your transaction star 799 star 9 hash. The more ticket you put in, the better your chances. 5930, the system want me to give you some cash right now. 5930, I'm about to give you 3,000 Liberian dollars for you to top up your account before we go for the official draw. Top up your account, increase your chances. So let me see if I can hear from the press it quickly. Star 79 and star 9 hash. 5930. I'm calling you right now. I hope your answer. I mean, don't be like the other people that forget me again who did not answer. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Ambassador KONAH RUFUS. I'm joining you from Blaze Radio. What is your name?
Evelyn.
You say who?
Evelyn, you getting me?
Okay, Evelyn. Where you joining me from?
Bannersville.
Garnersville or Bannersville? Which one?
Bannersville.
Okay, Garnersville. Have you been playing the Blaze Cash giveaway?
Yeah.
All right. So, Evelyn, the system is telling me that you've been doing extremely well today. So, we'll soon go for official draw where you're going to be, we're going to get about 11 winners. Yeah, we're going to be working out with 10,000 Liberian dollars. But before we do that, we'll soon go for that draw. The system wants me to give you small thing first for you to increase your chances. So, I'm sending you 3,000 Liberian dollars right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so go check your phone. Good. I'll just send you 3,000 Liberian dollars right now.
Thank you.
All right, Evelyn from Garnersville. Yes. Yeah, congratulations to you. Okay, so yeah, first keep putting your transaction. Let's get a few more people before we go for 11 winners, 10,000 Liberian dollars. The code is star 799 star 9 hash. Put in your transaction to make your number visible. Let's see if we can get about, let's say 7 more pressing. Yes, 7 more pressing. Then we'll go for the next draw quickly. Star 799 star 9 hash. Let's get 7 pressing coming in quickly for us to go for the next draw tonight on the Talking Point. Star 799 star 9 hash. The more ticket you put in, the better your chances tonight. Star 799 star 9 hash. That's the code. Put in your transaction to be one of our many winners. Yeah, so this issue that has to do with the opposition being quiet, probably it seems like I said, the opposition, most of these things sometimes they be doing on social media, the opposition figures, they be pretending. It seems that they are in total agreement with everything the government is doing. But for which I think it's not good. Per our observation, there are some things are not correct. The government that is doing some things correct, but there are some things that are not correct. And listen, that's what opposition is existence for. That's the beauty of democracy. It makes the democracy to be more stronger. But right now, entire opposition, I don't know what happened to them. Yeah, I do not know what happened to them. The civil society organizations, right? Those we're talking about the interreligious council, the Muslim council, the liberal council of churches, all of them, wow. They're sleeping. Nobody can speak. Imagine see the kind of serious thing that happen in the country, no one can talk. They're afraid to speak up because they'll be taken away from their bold position. And this is bad. They are dashing the hope of their people. They are people that they are leading their churches and in their mosques. They are dashing the hopes of those people. It's bad. It's bad. And that's a sin to see coming from the opposition. So yeah, folks, so that's the first part of it. So we're gonna open the phone line. You are going to tell us your thought on that as well, on that part of it. Like each has to do with the opposition. They will have to do with the like broadcasters or judges and the Muslim cast as well as the other civil society organizations. You're going to tell us your thought on it as well, right? But the second part of this has to do with the president's action, right? To accept and acknowledge the recusal of Federal Biako. And the 48 hours, it's coming to an end. It's almost to an end. Almost to an end. The 48 hours is almost to an end. So, what do you expect from what you've been reading and been seeing, from those evidence being produced by people, by Monty Colley and the other folks? What's your thought? What do you expect from the investigation of Federal Biako? And your observation, what will be the decision of the president? What will be the decision? What will be the decision of the president? Let me see quickly if I can. I want to read you something quickly. Okay, so quickly, I'm getting this report. Josh Willie says Thursday, August 13, for jury selection in the US 317 million cocaine case before the 30 judicial circuit in Margibi County. All right, so yeah, that is another breaking news right there. Yeah, it's another jury selection process. Wow. Yeah, but I want to read you something quickly. Just give me a few seconds. I want to read you something quickly. Those of you just joining us, we'd love to say welcome. But keep putting in your transaction *799*9#. Put in your transaction to make your number visible tonight on the Talking Point on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM. So this is what the closing argument is reporting. LTA ORC probe reportedly reaches findings, but official confirmation pending. Information from a source within the Ministry of Justice indicates that an investigation into allegations made by activist Monty Colley against Federal T.S. Biako, officer in charge of the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency, has reportedly reached findings that could warrant further action. The source claims the allegations were substantiated. Wow. That the matter may now be subject to a decision by President Joseph Boakai. So that is what the closing argument, that is what they are reporting. Again, we have not verified that. But I just thought to bring that. So we're talking as well about this thing, right? So the president, for the 8 hours, is expected to come to an end, where the investigators will be making report to the president's office. Now, folks, what do you expect from this investigation of the officer in charge? After what you are seeing, all right? Let's talk about what that were in the public there as evidence. What do you expect? Do you expect that the investigators will find Mr. Biako culpable of some wrongdoing? Do you expect that from them? Do you expect that they will say, no, man, not that man, Martin Colley and the rest of the people, they lie on this man? There's no evidence. Do you expect that? And per your observation, depending on the observation you give, what will be your thought? What you think that will be the next action of the president President Joseph Boakai? What do you think the president will do after the recommendation should have been submitted to his office? What do you think? All right? What do you think the president will do? What do you think? So yeah, that's one of it. And the next one, you listen to it already. Where we talk about the role of the civil society, the liberal council of churches, the opposition community. What do you make of that as well? The way they are being silent, they're quiet, they're sleeping. Let's open the phone now. 07779077907. Keep on your transaction, folks, for us to go for the draw. Quickly start 79 and start 9 hash. I want us to go for the draw, but we need to get 5 more pressing. Then we go for the draw, right? 07779077907. 07779077907. Call us tonight to be live on the Talking Point tonight on Blaze Radio 90.7 FM Blaze Online TV. Let me take my first caller on the line. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Alvin Chain. I call you from Soaking at Diamond Creek.
Yeah, Alvin, go ahead.
Yeah, straight to the issue. Thank you very much. I pray that God will continue to bless you for your tireless effort towards our country, Mama Liberia. Yeah, you see, Sion better to be frank. This government were in opposition, being heavily. They said that it was the former president that was bringing jobs. In fact, the whole of Jamaica resource was jobs era. So, really, I don't know. We, the citizen, I was talking about Josh Okomara, we are trying to say because it is God that fighting for us. It is God. The Bible says when someone do you wrong, don't pay your debt. Allow God to pay your debt. Not you. You usually revenge. He, God, will revenge for you.
So you're going by the scripture?
So. Yeah. Huh?
So you guys are going by the scripture. You're fulfilling the scripture.
Yeah, you're fulfilling the scripture. you see our president? Mr. Weah is a peaceful man. He's a peaceful man. So the way the people in government acted at the time of opposition, you personally expect we citizens to act that because our leader is a peaceful man. So we are following, we have to continue on our path, we have to go by that path. Yeah, so
all right.
The Lavempo going to see it for themselves. Now, the Lavempo have seen it.
Okay.
At this point, they have seen government. They don't want selling drugs at the time. They were in opposition. Now God is beating them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, let me say good evening to you. Good morning, good afternoon to every Liberian joining the conversation in around Liberia. Let me say, my name is Public Defender and Responding. My name is Alvin Bayou. I joined from the Mozambique District, District No. 1. Curious about the people star.
Yeah.
So, my attention has been drawn to the issue of the civil society and that of the question about what the president will really say after the 24 hours are already exhausted. Look,
the 48 hours.
Yeah, 48 hours, yes. Ambassador, sometimes I don't blame some of those civil societies organizations. So, this government actually have been intimidating people on records. That's why they try by all means. If you want to be critical, if you want to criticize them at times, they will try by all means to bring you down, so that all the bad deeds will not come to the public, because as they come into the public, people will know. On several occasions, I've been seeing it. Even the city, anybody, you present yourself now in the public exhibition, they will call you stupid, this one, and it's supposed to be like that. It's a democratic world and country we live in. People supposed to, you see what happened to the the media who's trying their best to at least probably they were use false day. It's done the poor challenge, and up to now they have never come out to give the concrete evidence. And to the president sometimes I appreciate him. Sometimes he takes steps, But the problem I have is if you take steps, if you dismiss somebody, it's not only the dismiss. Yeah, you need somebody else that can do something, you dismiss, and the person will sit down without you doing nothing, prosecuting them, or just the dismissal. But if I just dismiss, I come in a space, I take heavy money, it dismiss, I go sit down. I can always say, thank you for opportunity.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having us. Let me take okay, I lost that one there. 777-907-907. Call us tonight to oh my word. Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, KONAH.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to the people of district number 6. My name is Butal Lumini Starkich. KONAH?
Yeah, we are getting you.
This edition, you think about you really sure like the current bar 2029 talent.
That what you think?
Yeah, you really sure like 2029 will return to power. So do you get anything to say? Because we are to the people I'm not a politician. Everybody was supposed me to come here. So it's a person we are. Former president, he got time for all argument. You want to get time for it. He get time. The question they're asking here issue, the message, just a little drug, 100 million drug message, we just get the little drug and put it under control. Huh? So, the people who are in a khaki, that khaki and white, that they want to need to just and with it. So those people that did what they say they send me right. So, but let me tell you, KONAH, the opposition that the way particular to credit against the government, the way the journalists every day and night they are reading about the drug issue, the opposition will check out. Look, what it means, bringing me to board. If you go into the building where you can see for somebody, the person hear you. Then after that, they can say. So bring someone to post. Me, I want for the opposition to be against the government, speak through the power. Yeah, but they will not do it. They just say the president is not dismissed. They mean that nothing is happening. Government say, was a type of the government who working who part of the drug issue here. But then they say the person have not yet. It makes the government so that the person not doing nothing else at all. That they pretty only that what they get discussed. So the government now they will only show people they will use a battle and they will use a battle of good 30 to 40 years. These will never come out of power.
You swear the people?
I swear the phone over here. 2 years they wait for 5 or good 2 years. I had to cry for not 2 years, not 2 years to join war again. When I'm gonna get it from the military, I tell you so.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Let me take in that score. Go evening. You are live.
KONAH, how you doing?
I'm okay, Pascal.
Oh,
the message I'm not gonna probably laugh it. Be there.
Look, these people, they are children, and we have to again listen to their view. They always follow what some of the leaders will say. You remember, the chairman said all our opposition parties are helping verse Chairman Papa. He said he wants to turn Liberia into a one-party state. That would drop the land does not even understand. When you want to turn a democratic state that comprises of multi-party system into a single-party system, it undermines your existence as a president. But again, this is a society. The one thing good you did is to open platform where every view is accepted. Whether you saying it upside down, for the fact that you're Liberian, you're speaking, so we'll respect you. But again, I don't know why you get angry. You vex that concerned Liberians will call. You not vex because they call it. We can go. Look, we will not fight war. You angry that Molu will protest. But you vex again why civilians are not protesting. one time you get angry why Joe we are not talking. By the time Joe we are talking again, you vex. So we don't have the time for perplexed people. You know, we want to talk about the issues affecting our country.
But you guys are not talking about it. You just quiet.
No. We're talking about it.
Where? The CZ headquarters? The CZ headquarters they are talking here?
When you say we're not talking about, you want us to protest first?
You don't have to protest.
No, but if I say
when the last time the CDC put out any statement about this 370 million with all the new development, when last time?
No, Chief, we've spoken about it.
When? The last time, Chief.
But we get the CDC you leave about having research had a press conference.
When, Chief? When you just had a press conference? I was asking when.
My man. No, if I tell you last weekend, week before last, all of that will be going back and forth with this. Instead, you telling you all of us in the country now speaking. All of us are speaking.
But because listen, you guys, you guys are just going on Facebook personally that the VP son, or that's a president son, that the VP. You're just doing it, and you just want to get Facebook likes and comments. I try to receive you guys doing those things.
Listen, by God, you want to expose the unity party because
I'm not
we
exposing.
putting out we are putting out things that is visibly clear today. Unlike for them, who they accuse people loosely. All of people who are now in government accuse us, including me, that who are breaking charges. Did they deduce any evidence? Did they show you? They accuse George of killing.
Okay.
They accuse us of breaking charges in the country. They didn't provide evidence. But we are calling names, and all of the names that we're calling are people who are linked to the drugs. So how you say you're not speaking? So you talk about.
I'm talking about. I come to you. Go to civil society. What say you speaking? I'm talking for instance, maybe the CDC. That's for the CDC for right. That the CDC as a political party, right? The 370 million, the whole 370 million, with all the whole thing happening, we are not getting a single statement from the CDC on the thing.
No,
single statement.
My man, I like to convince people.
Go ahead,
G.
No, you don't have to convince me. Go ahead, G.
So because even if I said to you, we had a release last month, even with the issue of the $19 million drugs, we had a press conference, Janka spoke, you will still say I'm lying.
Chief.
Simply because you have not seen what
say that ever say 19 million press conference here. I'll say until June. Say June.
So I'm saying to you, you are not happy. No matter how we speak, all you want to say is for us to protest. Again, when we protest, you will come to say, well, protest on the government. And so we are very mature. We will not be like these people who took over and fought and Melope still and went to the executive mansion ground and carelessly wanted to destroy the seat of the presidency. We will not be that loose talker. So let me just end on the civil society people. Look, the last time I chair Marty Pacquiao, who is from Lofa, is a member of the DA board. Are you aware? Eli Jawolo lives just adjacent rehab. You know Eli? He lives. Eli now is bought by the government. You remember he had that release on the government and they went after him? The information minister went strong against Jawolo for his input on the government. Of course, we know all of these things. You know, you guys in the media so now when we're talking, you're like, well, Pascal then getting all this? Because we know Eli will not speak. The rest of the civil society will not speak. The only people who will speak will be concerned like Brand for Justice, will be the independent media outlet. Today, they're angry with Stanton.
All right.
Today, they're angry when you see it. They will get angry because they think everybody are dummies. So everybody sort of follow them. No, you still get level-headed people like us, like you. Then the rest of the people who will speak. So I'm coming to listen to one child who learning how to
all right, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. You know, the part like by the man say the only people that will speak, the media I think they're right. The independent media they will speak. But the CDC to get speak because they are for the government. Oh, they got you. Good evening.
Hello, my brother.
What's up?
Hello.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Fatima Tatoba.
Okay, where you joining me from?
I'm calling from Lofa.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead from Lofa. Which part of Lofa?
I'm living from Jama.
Okay, from Chama. Yeah, go ahead from Jama.
My brother,
Yeah.
I drop it out every day. So I believe when I finish my country, yeah, I trust the police very laborious.
Oh.
Yeah, the police very laborious. I drop it when I finish. That is, I said, I look at borrow this is Martin. This is Martin. You are going to say that for it. Let me tell you, yeah, it's dropping it when I finish. I always tired. So I always stay calm. Let me tell you, yeah, because it is never you see the government big card and you say, yeah. So let me tell you, yeah, so thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you from Lufa. Good evening.
And how are you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm Sheikh Abu Donzo, speaking from Omega Community District 4.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
I heard that the opposition are weak. So, Chief, you expecting the opposition to actually behave like big guys, the taxes here, to go to the hospital and put a tape and come and put it on the street?
We expect no. Let me tell you how I expect now.
people.
Let me tell you how I expect the opposition. I expect the opposition to behave like opposition to put the government feet to the fire on national issues.
Yeah, but we are putting excuse me.
Hello? Hello? Oh my word. I'm hoping a call back. I'm really hoping a call back. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
My name is Mos.
You are breaking in, please.
My name is
You are really breaking. I don't know what's happening to your phone.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I said my name is Go.
Let's take another call. Good evening.
Thank you for good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, so this is voice of Prince Kolakia.
Yeah.
I'm calling the phone from District 5. So thank you for the show. You just put it right. Before starting, let me commend the former DA boss for recusing himself. Bossman, it takes a leader when your names are then mentioned in something for you to recuse yourself and allow the transparent investigation. I think first of it comes from the day I was born to have seen an official who named them mentioned into certain act, and that person recused himself and say, let the investigation go on.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet. He's the first person. So I commend him for that. To the issue of the civil society, I'm not surprised. Like during the regime of President Weah, when the head of the Liberal Council of Churches, Bishop Arthur Winger, at which time he was serving as a board chair at JFK, when we were planning the June 7 protest, what did he say? On a Sunday, he mounted a pulpit rather, saying that saying government is next to go. In fact, the opposition are putting more on job. Yeah, it shall not be well with them. It was one of his statements he made against us. Another part, our official of the Council of Churches was serving as well the board chair at Rawa International Airport. I think 17 happened between here and Joel when they sacking. So tell me now, if you people compromise with your gospel, then who will put the government feet to a fire? Isn't that you people? So I agree with you that there should be an legislation that no executive of like or the relation council should ever hold position within the circle of the government. I think when there are clauses within the constitution, saying they don't want to put it in their handbook, there can be a clause within the constitution. Today we're talking about the Council of Churches. So where are the traditional leaders as well?
Yeah.
So all civil society has been compromised. Somebody should kind of discuss here if
that only in this regime they have been compromised. I just gave you the names of two persons, Bishop Arthur Winger and Dallas Fry, the other bishop that was serving as well as a chair at the Royal International. So I beg you, the whole discussion, when we discuss it, we shouldn't limit it. Oh, and Joel, then somebody can say, Joel was there, then they say there, so I was sweating on the on there. But man, please restrict the show to the topic. Don't discuss the issue as it takes. In that CDC, in that United Party, God forbid, in the worst case scenario when John comes, it affects you and myself. So the party syndrome. Let them move it from the discussion. Let's discuss the issue transparently, man. Thank you for the time.
All right, thank you. Let me take the next call. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's the name?
Okay, the name is James too, right?
Yeah, go ahead, James.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't want to follow you on that. About one thing in the midst of all
the opposition, the Liberal Council of Churches, the Muslim Council, the other civil society organizations as well.
So, each time we talk about why people want to highlight the evil in the field that come on government, I always say this. It's not a duty of opposition to speak the good that government is doing. No more. What government is doing, they will talk about it. But when we are not talking, a signal that what is good is right. And I don't know what you are saying there. There are a lot of things that are happening here. Yeah, when political power is being removed, what the opposition, what the council was checking, they were after that they wanted to honor him, and he rejected. Who never rejected to accept the honor? Can you imagine? You see the issue of the 10 million project in Europa. Those are questionable issues, and you are not hearing them. Our country was recently invaded by the Guinean army. So they are saying now speaking the modalities. What are these people saying at the edge of the opposition community and even the religious community? I mean, I don't know. But the star of the opposition, what I'm seeing is that maybe the feel that will not contest in 2029. And so if they talk hard, the party will not be on their side. Somebody who is already ruling, you know that the party is good. Do you still need that person for you to survive? You stand there and speak and battle. Even if the party, you just consider a person to contest, and the party will contest for you. You don't even wait for them, say, let's let everybody do it. What happened to you? By the time you are not talking, you want to talk now, somebody say, well, why are you listening to where when you vote, you want to contest, and count, you cut it. And for me, let me tell you, I'm pro-opposition, but I belong to a specific group, that is a national reform, a political party. One time I will consult you so that when by phone I can see on your show because I don't go out at night.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, very serious. We are going to make sure, even if President Bakar will fail from what we consider appeal for himself, we can even join him. We're not going to join anybody who is there playing baby, who want to play tactics. They're not about tactics, it's about the last people. It's not about punishment. How you come to power. It's about doing.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Good evening.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Yeah.
This is Edmond Kai. I'm a proud member of Concerned Librarian for Justice.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really want to add, the Arthur Winger served as chairman of the Council of Churches during George Weah's term.
Go to the issue. Go to the issue. I'll tell you about that. Go to the issue.
Yeah, please investigate that. If even Arthur Winger ever served as president of the Council of Churches, that did not stop the Council of Churches from speaking out. They were very, very vocal. We were here, and even the civil society, they were visible. When you come to the opposition, yes, but look, here is what that is happening here. The opposition at that time, every little thing that happened in the country, they felt that protest was the way forward.
Every little thing that happened in the country, $60 billion, even how much, it was not possible for you to have a $16 billion missing, and then you still having Liberian dollar on the market, $25 million, everything. They protested for it. But this opposition, in their mind, they want to be constructive opposition. Okay? Addressing the issue, not having the belief that they should take people and put it on the street, especially looking at the way in which this government started it from the usual stage, the way in which the police react to people when they go out to exercise their right, which was told the day that yesterday they were protected. But in this government, you are not allowed to do so. When you come up, you are brutalized, you are tear gassed. Even people that go to the airport to receive that political leader, you will see what happened. So looking at these things, the opposition decide to engage the government, speak to the issue, respond to their ineptitude, instead of putting people out to play. Because if you see the Unity Party government, they are already collapsed by themselves.
But the the opposition not talking. Edmond.
Opposition speaking up. They did not see the write-up from our Secretary General on the drug issue, informing the embassy what was happening and what kind of investigation they needed to do.
When, Edmond,
They even show up on our NGO. Jeff Squatchy wrote a complete document to the embassy. I see them to do an investigation in the drug and point out all of the things that were necessary to have done so the national security threat. In that radar, he's talking about his experience in the security sector and what impact it would have on our country. He did that.
Edmond. Jevasi Kochi, usually we know him really go and do a post on Facebook and do it. Right? He does not post on his page on behalf of CDC. No. When CDC, for instance, when a party is speaking, right? When the opposition is speaking, when the party is speaking, we know when the party is speaking. When the party put out press statement, we know the party put out press statement. But these people that you really, they just go, they pull their thing on Facebook because they want to come here and elect.
So that was his skinny. But anyway, that is the way the opposition believe that they should engage the government.
Okay.
Because the government has destroyed itself and they are fighting against themselves. So we're not going to put people cheering on the street for their life to be threatening only because we want to help the Unity Party government to fall. They are fighting among themselves. They keep fighting among themselves. We will remain constructively engaging the government. So that is the way to go.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me take the next call. Go ahead, Link.
Wait, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead, Link. What's her name?
Yeah. Calling for the former president,
Yeah, what's her name?
We are calling for the former president.
Yeah, go ahead, Prince. Go ahead.
Thank you, my brother. You said it. You know, I like the topic on the discussion. Being smart guy. It is a lie when we got to power 2018. We never rested. Our first demonstration in this country, it was like 14 million. 14 million, something like that. I think 14 or 15 million.
It's 16 million.
Okay, thank you for correction.
That's 16 billion.
Okay, 16 billion. Thank you, 16 billion. That came up. 16 billion. It was first demonstration. When they went out to my father resident, Mama Point Basic Street, at that time when I was up there, you could see the huge crowd. That was, you know, at that time, he was not senator, if I can be corrected. Then you see former district representative at that time before Honorable Gray on senior, and parcels of that. With all task forces of Unity Party collaboration at that time, he never rested. They brought June 7. It was now, it's a few days to Christmas, the poor president we are fit up to power. In that demonstration was like so COVID-19 demonstration was going on, but we never declare. The dream of President we are never fall. His focus is he was going on begging for his country. So what you are saying tonight, you mean that
CDC will wake up. You are not listening about the other party. That's good. We attended Kennedy. Sometimes when election come, they come from America and come down. But the two political bigger party is CDC and unity party. That's correct. So if CDC will take the lead, what you trying to say, then it means the other party will wake up. Because the other new party, the stability party, or they will got small party who are contest over twice. They are not a small party. We got ANC who are contest. They will got Tiago Congo is a new party. It's come a contest the contract. I think his second time coming to now. But I carry all sedition. Listen to the company who talk to the senior gonna talk. That united party gotta talk. CEC is not your meat. Before me, you were born in the 80s. The local serving political party was 2-week party served this country to 7 years. What I say today? People said were 1 year around with the Queen girls and around the wall in Morocco in England and the day. Why is a 2-week party today? When you go ask much people they have the political party has every city party. Pledge our allegiance to Joseph Walker. Look at a great man like East Eagle as a journalist. You think you can hit your dream? You think I'm still nothing you like people and you're very more. Even though I'm not looking for school for the school, you know, I don't have it. Today I love job. You're gonna push back on my family. I used to talk to a person a woman. I have to what I am. That's not a business. Why are we for the state? For you, me,
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's the name?
Good evening.
You are live? What is the name?
Oh.
You are live from Johnsonville.
Thank you for the topic on the discussion.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are generally very patient for all that fall on the show. You know, my senior brother just left and you don't really get in your point. It's only for the CDC or the opposition issue. You want a conversation. But let me get to the point. CDC has offer. You know, guys, they just not la mentality to get making noise when capping time is. But the major issue that is affecting the country, they were not able to come out. You will just be on the media, you will be there like an argument from now to tomorrow. I want to get to the council of churches. You know, they come to our churches in this country, they have no politics. Even the Bible said it. God not only asks you to pray, but you should create politics. You should create a policy to help people. But those churches in this country now, they don't have any policy in place. Majority of the churches, they don't have investment. That you will hear again. The council of churches are donated to amount government rather knew that yes, they are giving government. Looking other people for churches are giving government more to help people. Church are human malnutrition. But the churches, they leaking on politicians, my brothers. So don't expect them to say anything. They will remain silent for now to next year, for now to 2029. They will remain silent in the country. These are the people that we depend on. But go to the villages now, people preaching politics. They're not telling you they're wrong. What have Usa and what have Basa? They will not tell you they come to Jesus Christ. Separating the politics.
Okay.
So you don't expect them to say anything. They will continue to remain silent. You will just be depending on them again. You will say something, they will not say anything. Because some of them now they got it salary from government officials. Some of them is calling into zero position. Apart from the position they are holding in their churches. So anything they say, they will fire them from where they get in their little daily bread. So they will not be able to say anything. That's the issue about they come to churches.
All right.
And the drug issue, Papa,
Yeah, the issue of the president.
okay, the drug issue in this country. Or we put there the campaign message of the Unity Party. It was just in this country. But right now, my brother, now is just making whole country in this country. We are not getting any latest development now in our government, not any promotion for our government, everything is drugs. Some of all we only asking for is prayer that our country, let God start into the country to see how best that thing can go on control. We're looking up to the president. But the 48 hours about we're looking up to the president. I'm not saying that will come out with good results.
All right.
Keep the country in power. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me take the next call. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Honey, so I'm only going to work.
Yeah, go ahead from Dubai Road.
My brother, let me be friend with you. The CDC I discussed the CDC are quite lazy. And you know the party, they do the no policy. So we are getting into power 2018. It will not rush. They keep knocking you until they get power today. Then, you know the party telling you the party telling her that they don't want to put people children on the street. And you know the party all around here. Even the civil society that it is costing. They put it, they keep it in their pocket. They only want good things. They are driving people. They only want we start to go on and start to getting wrong. They start away better than they want to help in their group.
All right.
So they forget about society. They forget about it. They will looking. They will look how to start away better for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here. Let me take the next caller. Good evening.
Good evening, my son.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Victoria Bar calling from Johnsonville. Member of Constant Librarian for Justice.
Yeah, Victoria, go ahead from Johnsonville.
Yeah, I constrained to get through. It's not easily land basis.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the topic tonight. They say the opposition are weak. They're not talking. The civil society, they're not talking. The religious, they're not talking. No, about the opposition means be on the opposition first. The opposition are talking because number one, we the common people we get on the street to go protest. Anytime when they break people houses down, when they make people homeless, we get on the street for the government to stop what they are doing. They're not listening to us. When you tear gas, la bullet, they will leave the street. The la protest, the mama go for a go the street for them nothing may not drop. We'll get there. Plan and more all that we arrested that day. On the memory, 6 o'clock, we arrest Mora Molu, came to the court. No issue in law on the man, all in one. After 3 days, one because 40 go expose the government, they brought 317 million trust. They are only nothing million to be. Let me tell you, who bring a drug? Nobody can find a drug. They found a drug to VOA on noon of today. Commercial, they know who begin a trust. And we want to know who begin a trust. We falling there and the directors there on the media, on the international thing, the whole world listen to him that they kill government of here in the trouble. So President Boga say keeping him there. They're not firing him. They must on a pole. So they will hear that Biago, they getting car. So they Biago begging the president that he wants to stay aside. They say President Boga don't let her meant to go because when Biago stay aside, he will what the people need. So they that they want to on here. Opposition are weak because we want to lie. We want to take ballet from the street to lie, put on the street. They say government doing war. While they pass years ago, they lie on President Wia. They say President Wia killing people dying all over. Today, we're not lying. Today is glaring. But at 6 o'clock, you can be the balance of Johnson. So you and kill you. As the new Israel Johnson going to raid the ballet Lina Nana. If I lie, send your report on them. Ballet Lina, they even round 8 o'clock. Ballet Lina. Police can go there.
All right.
So the human being, the one going in the culture, we are waiting for 2029.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, waiting for 2029. Thank you very much.
Okay. You'll be sleeping. You'll be waiting. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, let me take the next call. Good evening. You are live.
Yeah, good. Is it KONAH?
Yeah, this is Ambassador Rufus.
Yeah, KONAH River. Thank you. This is best man.
Yeah, go ahead, best man.
Yeah, KONAH. The thing is very simple. Why the people are not coming out? What CPC is failing to know, and Unity Party is working on gradually. The first thing is that look at the rice price is stable. Then look at gasoline in the country is stable. So let me just say the petroleum product is stable.
So that you make it a point to come out?
I come and refer. You know, I can from protest. Protest is not meant by mobilization.
No, but I'm not talking about protesting. I know why they forcing the protesting.
Yeah, I come in. Or these are the people that can push these people towards the war before they speak out. So if these people lives are changing, why would they come out, Rufus? Okay, let me continue. Let me pass Civil Servant. Have you heard anybody that the government? No. Look, the government is working on the common things. Why they are here? Remember, I bet you, no matter how you mobilize and put together, they don't come out. No matter how you call these people, they won't come. Let's look at transportation. I just rode from here on NTA for 5,500 to Maryland. 2020 I said by the electoral piece of I paid $18,000 to go, $18,000 to come back. And just imagine to tell you that rainy season that the country is open because people won't come out.
Okay.
Another great thing that happened in the country that people, you know that the government, the Unity Party government is recruiting people in the various agency, local LIS. There are a lot of young people now that they are getting jobs.
Okay.
My sister was just telling real market. Now she's making a little something.
So, hey, all right.
Let's look at what you can scare people.
Thank
Few
you.
years ago, you found people wearing all of the red berry in the street that scare people all around. Can you see that again? No. The country is people. Things are in order. So come. Let's give waiting for 2029.
All right.
The country will be stable.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
And let me conclude that begging you, Rufus. Let me conclude quickly.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah. I want for you to, I don't know, this is the call concern Liberia. Are they there to rebut the Unity Party or are they concerned for justice? It's just confusing. If it is done from their party to attack the Unity Party, are they concerned for justice?
Okay.
We start with our time here.
Thank you. Let me take the next call. Good evening. You are live. Good evening. Okay, let me take this call. We are running out of time. Good evening.
Yeah, KONAH.
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
I'm okay. What's your name?
I'm Daniel calling from Duaz.
Yeah, please go ahead from Duazon.
KONAH, man, listen to some people. You are before the call. The other guy that called say Gabriel still turn it to now let President Baga come back. And then he will know that the situation that will bring you in the country is all right. All right, thank you, KONAH.
Okay. Let me squeeze in this one quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother, and good evening to my last friend people.
Yeah, you are my last caller. What's your name?
I'm Buchanan Smith,
Okay.
Thank you so much for the brilliant topic like you just flag off it. Like,
yeah.
You know, you say like the opposition is not speaking, but that is not true. The opposition is speaking. But you know, for this government is a man that can listen to their own citizens. Who they're going to listen? They're going to listen to opposition. The same government told the Liberian people that the former president was speaking just in this country. So that's why and say, okay, let's see how best this government in power. But when the day the government gets in power, whether the former president we are. I'm now a member of CDC, but this government, I'm not doing anything with Liberian people that they know that they're going to re-elect me. People think, say, oh, I pay 5,500 to go Maryland, everything is stable. Why should be lying to people? There's a people around. Everybody know the economy of this government. They say they got for a 2 year period, but that is false and misleading. This government I don't have no for a 2 year period.
All right.
I got 2 years in capital represent our key officer. I got 2 years here. I got more experience than this government. 100%. This government has no leadership. I know. I don't have one of the places, government. Thank you for the opportunity, my brother.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Folks, we cannot take any more calls. Yeah, we cannot take any more calls. We are already out of time. We get like 2 minutes to go. We are already out of time. Let me say many thanks to every one of you who try putting in your calls, but did not come through. We appreciate you, and yeah, we're sorry that your call could not come through. You are still calling, but we sincerely apologize. Join us tomorrow for the Tuesday edition of the Talking Point. But let me say this, right? I'm one of those people who call spade a spade. Listen, with all of those things, people are saying that the opposition, they are mature. Yeah, the opposition, probably they are mature. We're not discussing the maturity of the opposition. Our issue here tonight is, why is it that we're having the kind of national issues with all of the new developments in this whole just bust thing in Liberia? The opposition, they are quiet. I'm not saying opposition get in the screen and go protest. No. I'm not saying go protest. You do not need to get in the street to protest before you speak out. No. You can speak out on national issue consistently, putting the government feet to the fire consistently. But the truth of the matter there is, the government, that's not the government, but the opposition, they are just quiet, and nobody know their quietness is being sponsored by who? Is it being sponsored by the president? On the government? That's something I'm yet to understand. They are just quiet. Or are they waiting for 2029 before they act like, maybe we reach around 2028, then they act that they are speaking on behalf of the Liberian people? Like I said earlier, imagine if we do not have independent media institutions like Blaze FM and other media institutions in Liberia. Just imagine that. What would have happened in the country? Because the opposition figures are not speaking. The parties are not speaking. We go to the civil society organizations, they are not speaking. The Liberia Council of Churches, they are not speaking. The Muslim Council, they are not speaking. Everyone just quiet in the country. Everyone just quiet. The only group of people that are speaking on national issues, that's the media. That's the media. The only thing people just sitting quietly, and when someone ready go post on Facebook because maybe they want like and comments. That's bad. You guys should be men. I know some of you have listened to even some folks in the opposition who are even complaining about this thing. I've listened to some folks who have even reached out to my ambassador. What's happening to the opposition? They are in the opposition, but they're raising some of these things. What's happening in the opposition? It seems that nothing happened in the country. Everything is too okay in the country. I'm not saying people go protest. No, I'm not saying people go protest. When you choose to go protest, you protest. When you choose not to protest, you're not protest. But the truth is that you do not need to protest before you speak out. You can speak out as opposition. You can speak out on national issues. And the Liberian people will say, oh yes. Or the people know that we get people talking for us on some of these things that are not correct. But again, sometimes some of these things might be because of many things. Maybe the CC thinking, what would they say? Because you criticize, maybe the people ask you, but you were there yesterday. You did some of this thing. Maybe these are reasons why they are not speaking. Maybe. Well, folks, let me say, have yourself a wonderful time, man. Yeah, the Council of Churches and the Muslim Council, they are focusing on their boat. They want position. They want to keep their boat position. So majority will not speak on national issues. They want to keep their positions. And this is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. Folks, let me say, have yourself a wonderful time. Those of you keep watching us, thanks for joining us. join us tomorrow for the weekend. That's not the weekend, but the Tuesday edition of the Talking Point. I want to run it with. I like Tuesday. That's Friday. I really love Friday because over the weekend, that's the time we have to rest a lot. Well, folks, join us tomorrow for the Tuesday edition of the Talking Point. Until tomorrow, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time from Painesville. Bye bye for now.
Yeah, yeah.